What's good YouTube? Giants fan 696 back here with a video today, and today's video is going to be a breakdown of the Paint Patroller badge in NBA 2K25. So Paint Patroller is a badge that helps you protect the rim at a high level. So what I did in this case is I took Jokic and edited him to have the badge on Bronze, Silver, Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend based on the attribute thresholds you would need in the builder. For Bronze, Jokic has a 60 interior and 74 block. Silver, he has 70 interior and 84 block. Gold, 77 interior, 93 block. Hall of Fame, 84 interior and 97 block. And Legend, he has 89 interior and 99 block. And as usual, guys, we will kick it off with Jokic with no Paint Patroller, just under the Bronze attribute threshold you would need. So without the badge, he'll have 50 interior and 73 block. And we are going to be testing this against Paint Prodigy, specifically Gold Paint Prodigy to start off, which would be a 92 close shot rating. Realistically, I think the best or most common way to use Paint Patroller will be someone trying to make close shots on you in the paint. So I took Anthony Davis and I edited him to have that Gold Paint Prodigy, which improves a player's ability to quickly and efficiently score down low. Again, we're testing it first against Gold just because that's an average of where I think most big men centers or just people in general looking to score in the paint will have Paint Prodigy on. So we are going to test it against that. Alright guys, so the way we're going to test it is I'm actually going to be Anthony Davis and I am just going to try going up with the CPU Jokic on me. And the way we're going to do it is we're just going to see if he contests or blocks me. We're not going to be so much looking at the actual contest because he's going to be right on me, so it might say red or tight, for example. But if we're able to green it, we're going to call that a win for AD. And if he contests me and it makes me miss, then we'll call that a win for Jokic. And if he blocks me, that'll also be a win for Jokic. So that's just how we're going to be doing it, guys. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, like I said, kicking it off here, AD with that Gold Paint Prodigy against Jokic with no Paint Patroller to start it off. Just to get our baseline as usual. See if Jokic is going to be able to stop me at all here. Alright guys, first try here. We're just going to go up with him on me. And that's going to be 1 for 1. Again, not really, I mean, the coverage is on me, so it might say lightly or red or heavy in this case, but again, the Paint Patroller will affect the size of my green window, which would prevent me from making the shot. But so that's going to be 0 for 1 for Jokic since I greened it. Also, forgot to mention before we kicked it off, a couple other things to keep in mind is that this test is done on Hall of Fame. As always, we are on high risk and high reward shooting and layup timing. And again, the reason that I do this is because I want you guys to be able to see what's possible from a user standpoint where you have the most control over your shot. And that all of Jokic's and AD's other badges have been removed, so we are purely seeing the effect of Paint Patroller versus Paint Prodigy. So, again, so far Jokic is 0 for 1, so let's see what we get here. Alright, second try here. And we green another lightly, so that's going to be a 0 for 2. Again, we're looking at Jokic's standpoint with Paint Patroller. His not able to, stop me there, so that's going to be 0 for 2. That time they called an open with him standing in front of me, so that's going to be 0 for 3 for him. Again, he's without the badge, so pretty expected there. Green another lightly there, so he is now 0 for 4. Alright guys, last one here. And I'm able to green another lightly, so we do finish 0 for 5 in the case of Jokic because he wasn't able to stop me at all there. So let's go ahead to now where I'll give Jokic Bronze Paint Patroller and see if he's able to get a stop on me there. So I have 60 interior and 74 block. So let's see what that looks like. Alright guys, so Jokic went 0 for 5 in stopping Gold Paint Prodigy with no Paint Patroller. Kind of expected, so let's see if he does a little bit better here with Bronze, if he's able to stop this Gold Paint Prodigy. Alright, first attempt here, guys. And we're able to green a lightly against him, so that's going to be 0 for 1. Sorry, we're looking at Jokic's perspective. Again, for him to get a win, he has to either stop me from making it, or with a contest, or with a block. So hasn't been able to do that yet. So that's going to be 0 for 1. Again, another lightly, we're able to make it there. So he is now 0 for 2. Third try here. Another lightly we're able to make on him. So that will now be 0 for 3. That one they even called an open against him, and that's going to be 0 for 4, making that easy. So bronze is looking very similar to not even having the badge at all right now. So not looking good for bronze, but let's see what our last one looks like. And we green another lightly on him. So Jokic finishes 0 for 5 again. So bronze obviously isn't very good. So we'll now upgrade Jokic to silver paint patroller, where he'll have 70 interior and 84 block, and see what that looks like. Alright guys, so now Jokic is a silver paint patroller, still going against this gold paint prodigy, which has been pretty dominant so far, because Jokic has went 0 for 5 without paint patroller and 0 for 5 with bronze. So let's see if he could manage to get a stop here with silver. First try here. And we green a lightly on him, so that is going to be 0 for 1 for Jokic. Again, we green another lightly on him, so that's going to be 0 for 2. That one they even call an open, so that's going to be 0 for 3. And early on, silver is looking very similar to bronze and without even having the badge. But got 2 more attempts to see if it could redeem itself, but definitely not high on silver at this point. Green that lightly there, so he will now be 0 for 4. And we green a lightly there. So again, Jokic goes 0 for 5 in stopping me with silver paint patroller now. So I will now kick him up to gold paint patroller, where he'll have a 77 interior and 93 block. And let's see if he could finally get a stop on me. Right now, this gold paint prodigy is absolutely dominating paint patroller. But let's see if gold paint patroller does a little bit better here. Alright guys, so again, paint patroller has looked very bad up to this point, not getting a single stop on bronze and silver. So now we're at gold. Let's see if he'll be able to stop this gold paint prodigy here. Gold versus gold. Alright, first try here, guys. And we green a lightly on him, so that's going to be 0 for 1 for Jokic. Second try here. And he absolutely blocks me there, so he will get his first stop. And he will now be 1 for 2. Again, blocking me there, a block is a win for him. So, good job by Jokic. And we green a lightly and 1. So Jokic will now be 1 for 3. Scoring him there, so he will now be 1 for 4. He did get a tight that time, but we were still able to score. So like I said in the beginning, we're able to score. He didn't make my green window small enough, so that's going to be 1 for 4 for Jokic. And we are able to green that red there. So still not good by Jokic. He finishes 1 for 5. I mean, the bright side to gold is he did get 2 red contests, which we haven't seen in prior tiers, but we were still able to green it. So like I said, we still made it, so he didn't make my green window small enough with his paint patroller. But he did get a block, so that's why he finished 1 for 5. His one stop was a block. And they got 2 lightlies and 2 reds. So obviously, gold paint prodigy won that battle. So I will now kick Jokic up to that Hall of Fame paint patroller, where he'll have 84 interior and 97 block, and see if he could finally stop this gold paint prodigy. So see what that looks like. Alright guys, so gold paint patroller went 1 for 5 against gold paint prodigy. So still not doing too good. So we are now at Hall of Fame paint patroller for Jokic, and see if we could finally have some success against this gold paint prodigy. So see what it looks like here. Alright, first try here. And he gets a very tight there and is able to stop me. So good start by Jokic. He starts off 1 for 1. Second try here. And he gets another very tight and causing me to miss. So again, good start for Jokic. He's now 2 for 2. Third try here, guys. We're able to green a very tight on him. So he is now 1 for 3. Sorry, not 1 for 3. He is 2 for 3 because he made me miss twice and we made 1. So he's 2 for 3. Next try here, guys. And he blocks me that time, so he will now be 3 for 4. Last one here. And he absolutely blocks me that time, so he finishes 4 for 5. So Hall of Fame Paint Patroller definitely took a big jump there from the rest of the tiers. Going 4 for 5, and 2 of those were blocks, and all 3 of his other ones were very tight contests. We were just able to green one, so yeah, 4 for 5, definitely high on Hall of Fame, looked very good, but still not perfect. So we will go to that Legend Paint Patroller now for Jokic, where he will have 89 interior and 99 block. Again, still going against that Gold Paint Prodigy. Let's see if we could do even better here. All right, guys, so Hall of Fame Paint Patroller looked really good against Gold Paint Prodigy, going 4 for 5. But still not perfect, so let's see if this Legend Paint Patroller is able to do even better here. Alright, first try here, guys. And he gets a very tight, and I get a slightly late, so he will be 1 for 1. Good start for Jokic. Second try here. And he absolutely blocks me that time, so he will now be 2 for 2. He blocked me again, so he is now 3 for 3. So off to a good start here, making me miss with a very tight and then getting 2 blocks. Fourth try here. And we do green a very tight, so he is now 1 for 4. So there goes. He will not be going the 5 for 5. Best he could do, sorry, not 1 for 4. He's 4 for 5. Not 4 for 5, sorry. Again, bad by me. He is 3 for 4. Keep confusing him between AD and Jokic, but yeah, he's 3 for 4 right now. Yeah, so there goes the chances of him going 5 for 5. The best he could do now is tie Hall of Fame going 4 for 5. So it's 3 for 4 right now. Last one here, guys. And he makes me get a slightly early on my very tight. So he finishes 4 for 5, and that will conclude our test, guys. So just to recap, we did all the testing against Gold Paint Prodigy. Again, just an average of where I think most people looking to score close shots into paint will be, whether if you're a center or a slasher, which is at a 92 close shot. And so with no Paint Patroller, that went 0 for 5 in stopping Gold Paint Prodigy. Bronze and Silver also went 0 for 5 in stopping Gold Paint Prodigy. Gold went 1 for 5, so stopped him once. I believe it was a block, but only 1 out of 5 times. That's pretty bad. But then Hall of Fame and Legend Paint Patroller both went 4 for 5 against Gold Paint Prodigy. So guys, right off the bat, this is going to be a pretty simple analysis. You need the badge, right? Because without the badge, we went 0 for 5. Bronze and Silver also went 0 for 5, so wouldn't use those. And Gold went 1 for 5, so definitely wouldn't use that Paint Patroller tier either. It's down to Hall of Fame and Legend, and they both went 4 for 5. And if you look even closer, they had the same exact results. They both had 2 blocks each and 3 very tight contests, with one of them being able to be green to go in. So in that case, I would just go Hall of Fame because it's a lower attribute requirement and it had the same exact results as Legend. You will need an 84 interior defense and 97 block, but for this, if you want to really protect the paint, I think you need to go Hall of Fame. Everything below Hall of Fame was absolutely terrible against Gold Paint Prodigy, and Legend had the same as Hall of Fame. So analysis for this is pretty simple. Go Hall of Fame if you want to protect the paint at a high level, whether it be getting good contests or blocks. So yeah, go Hall of Fame, or that's it. Really just go Hall of Fame if you're going to be a rim protecting type of guy. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Let me know down below which badge I should break down next. Check me out on Twitch. I've been streaming a lot of My Team and Proving Grounds content on there, and I'm out.